Hope you're well. J.M. Wood here. I'm at Honey Hole Farms in Fayetteville, Georgia, and I'm going to be jumping into some of my hives today. They're all double deeps, but I'm going to be treating them with Apiguard. It is middle of August, and I want to do that over the next month so that I can do that before any of the goldenrod runs. I'm going to leave that honey on them, but I'd rather have this treatment done well before then, before time for getting them ready for winter. Okay, stay with me. Okay, well, you can see a couple of the hives. I'm gonna jump into this hive first, but man, a lot of good bees in here, a lot of activity. They're fanning and really working hard out here. It's still a little bit warm, so there's another hive I'm gonna jump in. There's several others back in here. You can see the hives around, so we'll jump into them and see what we got. And when you look at this particular product, this is Apiguard. There are a lot of different mite treatment products out there, but this one's pretty easy to use. It says to use the whole thing on a larger hive, but I've always seen and feel that you should only use about half at most into one of these hives, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So if you put too much in here and it's hot weather like it still is, it's August here, you know, it can run the bees out. It can actually, I've heard it'll kill the queen. There's a lot of horror stories, but the flip side is if you don't handle your mite content, your bees will die in the winter, so I don't want that either. So you know, there are a lot of people that treat with other things. I'm not saying this is the only thing, but this is what I'm going to use. All right, I'll jump into this first box here. There's some bees up top. I'm just going to bump them down off the lid. Good, healthy little hive here. Bees all up top here. They are certainly got good numbers, and I'm still running double deep. They are starting to go a little bit down in size, but there's a lot of bees in here. I mean, there's a lot of bees in here, so I'll just pull one to show you. And I'm working this one on a 9-frame setup, which actually works pretty well. And you can see these girls have got nectar. And this is what I'm trying to make sure that most of my nectar is pushed up to the top like a super. Then I'm going to put this in between and have any of the brood below, because they're going to track that Apiguard from in the middle down over the brood, and that's really how you kill the mites. The Apiguard, which is thymol, the leading let me see here. Yeah, all this is just nectar. Beautiful. Okay, all right, but the main ingredient in that is thymol. Thymol is actually the main. I was listening to Cayman Reynolds, and he was saying that's actually the main compound that's in mouthwash, and I checked it, and he's right. So, all right, that makes sense, I guess. Kills germs and mites. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to pull this off. A lot of bees down there. Okay, now here's what you get when you open these. I'm actually going to use, I'm not going to leave this top on it. I'm going to put something else on it. I'm actually going to use a piece of wax. I'm going to scoop out with one of the tools that I don't use as much, and I'll wash it, but I'll save it. I won't use it for the bees. I'm just going to scoop out about half of this onto this hive. You can really smell it. It's just like Listerine. And then I'm going to put the top right back on. I'm going to take these bees. Top stuck to it. Simply going to put them back on there. Okay, that's how easy that is. All right, the first hive's put back together. We're going to move on to the next one here. Do exactly the same thing. how quickly you can do number 2 there. We'll jump to the 3rd one. I'm going to keep doing the same thing through this whole little yard. Some of these queens are VHS queens, which are supposed to have a lower mite count. They are a good bit lower, but I want to make sure that we do give them at least 1 dose. I've jumped into this hive, and let me show you. This is always a healthy little hive, but they are absolutely gluing this down with sticky, wet propolis. It hasn't dried whatsoever, which tells me they're really getting ready for winter, starting to gear up. Sounds like that would not be the case, but I see a lot of brand new wax. This is August, and they're capping honey. Look at that. Look at that brood. Beautiful. And they're doing the same. They're drawing it out here, so that is a really good sign there. I'll take that all day, and that'll encourage them to keep. They'll have plenty of room up here for anything that they continue to bring in. Okay, I'll pop this box off. Oh, let's treat these girls. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going through this yard and doing exactly that on all these hives. I mean, a lot of bees that are, I mean, it's hot. The bees are still hanging out. This is a very large hive I'm going to jump into, but you know, you got to watch it with these. You don't want to put too much of this type of application, whether it's Apiguard or anything, too much of it during the hot season. But you do want to get this, in my mind, completed before we get into too late into the fall, because it will make the queen at a minimum slow down on laying eggs. So I want to get through this month and then have her finish laying some eggs and get ready for winter. So okay, if you like, subscribe. God bless.